one thing to say. Thank you, TNA. I wasn't planning on doing a video about Destination X, but having watched the show, I think it actually deserves a video of some kind of description. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on and give quick thoughts, really. I'm not going to go over every match, and this show by no means was perfect, but this was one of the most fun wrestling shows of the year, without a shadow of a doubt. I had a lot of fun watching the show, and I really like where TNA are going and could be going if they keep it on the tracks and don't veer off and do any of this stupid shit that they're known for. But yeah, the future could be bright. Obviously, I'm not going to jump in head first and say that they've turned the corner and that everything's going to be rosy from now on or anything like that, because TNA's history leads you to suggest otherwise. But just basing things on this show, this was a cracking show. Not without its flaws, as I say. I think there was too many matches on the show. I think the structure of the show was somewhat off. I think the two X Division qualifying matches to get into the Ultimate X match weren't needed. They should have been done on last week's Impact, or it should have been planned in advance. In my opinion, we got too much of certain guys, like Scorpio Sky, Mason Andrews, or whatever they're calling him, Kenny King. We got to see too many guys twice in the same night, and I don't particularly like that. I think you just get burnt out from watching the same guy, the same character. I'm not a fan of multiple matches from the same guy in the same night. I just never have been. That's just my preference. So obviously other people may think differently, but that's just what I think on the situation. I think all the qualifying matches should have been done on Impact in the weeks leading up, and I think we could have got. I would have liked to have seen two more in place of the qualifying matches. I would have liked to have seen two more Bound for Glory series matches. Maybe a rematch from Impact between Storm and Jeff Hardy. That was a cracking little match on Impact, and they didn't get very much time. So I'd have liked to have seen them maybe get a longer match on pay-per-view. And obviously, it would have been two of their biggest names, really, on the show, which would have given it more of an impact, but no pun intended. And yeah, just a couple. I love the Bound for Glory series. I think it's one of the best things going in wrestling at the moment. Yeah, keeps you hooked. Every match means something, and yeah, there's something riding on every match. So I think they should feature them more on pay-per-views rather than purely on Impact. But that's just me. So yeah, I'm not going to go over every match. There was nothing offensive, nothing bad on this pay-per-view. Like I say, the X Division Ultimate X qualifying matches weren't anything special, I don't think. Kenny King and Doug Williams was good. Doug Williams is underutilised massively in TNA. Massively. He's a fantastic wrestler. He's over to some degree, I would say. Yeah, he's a great workhorse. And is very much underutilised, underappreciated, in my opinion, in that company. So I've said it many times, they need to bring in Finlay and have Douglas Williams and Finlay be a new British Invasion style tag team. That would be fantastic. That would be a great tag team. Fantastic. So yeah, but just great stuff. Great storyline advancement. Great booking. Joe and Angle was a really good match. Obviously not as good as their early stuff from 2006, but still fun. Even a Joe and Angle match that isn't their best match is still better than most of the matches. Probably still going to be better than anything WWE put out at Money in the Bank, which is, I'm just not looking forward to that show at all. TNA is so much better than WWE at the moment. Anybody that says otherwise is just biased and has got. You get people on YouTube. See it all too often that have got something against TNA, and no matter what TNA do, it will always be shit compared to WWE or ROH even. TNA haters need to have a serious look in the mirror, because TNA is probably the best wrestling company at the moment in the States. I don't think anybody can reasonably argue that. Impact's been a lot better recently. I mean, I was the first. I was the first to slag Impact off when they were doing these stupid storylines. But the actual wrestling, the in-ring action, has been great recently, and this pay-per-view just rounded off what's been a cracking couple of months. Great build. So yeah, delighted for TNA, because it's, it sticks a middle finger up at everybody that hates on TNA just for the sake of hating on them. There's no justification for it at the moment, absolutely none. As I say, they are absolutely miles better than WWE, miles better, putting out better overall shows, better matches, better TV. The last couple of weeks, Raw has been absolutely diabolical. I'm actually going to do a video, I think, on WWE soon, probably in the next couple of weeks or so, just asking, is it still worth watching? Is it still worth watching WWE? I've never not watched, but at the moment I'm about as close as I ever have been to just ditching the company, because Raw is absolutely terrible. It's insulting to your intelligence at the moment. So the only thing that keeps me watching is SmackDown. Sheamus, Ziggler on SmackDown doing a good job. So, but anyway, I'm not talking about WWE. TNA. Yeah, Joe and Angle was a great match. Right man went over. Joe needed a big win, and I think that puts him top of the Bound for Glory series. So hopefully they'll keep that push going. Last man standing match was absolutely thrilling match between Daniels and AJ Styles. These two have obviously wrestled a lot, maybe too much. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they're requesting to work with each other all the time or what the case is, but surely the TNA know that they've overdone this feud to all hell. I mean, it's kind of weird because that sounds like a complaint, but it really isn't, because I think the matches are always going to be great, no matter whether it's just a straightforward match or a gimmick match like this. They've got such good chemistry, these two, that they could have a great match in a darkened room. But yeah, great match, great spots, great both guys bleeding, which is refreshing to see. I'm not a big fan of blood when it's overly used, but at the right time, and this is a blood feud. This is like the type of match that deserves a bit of blood in it, because these guys are supposed to be hating on each other. So spot on with that. The Ultimate X match was okay. Obviously, it was hampered. Sonjay Dutt got a pretty serious injury. From what I understand, he dislocated his shoulder and his elbow. Went to the back, had him put back in place, and then came out, finished the match. That is one bad motherfucker. If you've ever had an injury like that, I've dislocated my shoulder playing football, and fucking hell, to have it put straight back in place and then come out and take a bump. He took about a 15-foot bump off the top of the Ultimate X. Unbelievable. Mad respect for Sonjay Dutt. That guy's tough as nails, man. But yeah, he was missing from the match for about 8 to 10 minutes, I would say, and obviously that hurt a lot of the stuff that they had planned, but it was still okay. And I actually thought Kenny King was going to go over. I thought that was the logical thing that they were going to do after all this hype and the buzz that's been surrounding him and the ROH split. But they put it on Zema Ion. I'm guessing what they're going to do is have Jesse Sorensen come back and feud with Zema Ion when he's ready to compete again. So fair enough. I'm okay with that. I guess that's a logical thing to do. So it was good to see Jesse Sorensen. He is over with the crowd as a babyface, so that should be a decent feud when he comes back. But and yeah, obviously, to talk about the main event, I've seen this match twice now. I actually watched it on my phone at work, and I don't think I got the full appreciation for how good the match was, because I knew it was good, but I watched it again when I got home from work, and this is a great match. Absolutely storytelling and psychology, brilliant stuff. Bobby Roode is the fucking man. He is, in this day and age, to get a heel that's that hated, and a babyface that's that over, where 100% of the crowd wanted Austin Aries to win, wanted the face to win. That is rare. Normally you get smart marks who are cheering for the heel, the so-called heel in the match. But Bobby Roode has done that good a job as a heel that in 2012 he can have the whole crowd against him and cheering for the face, Austin Aries, which is some going. Because Marks always want to cheer for the heel, just to try and be different or whatever. But yeah, Bobby Roode, just to say a word about him, a fantastic run as champion. Fantastic. Got him over to a whole new level. Carried the company, carried the belt and carried the company to new heights, in my opinion. Eminently rewatchable on Impact. Great heel, great champion. So hats off to Bobby Roode for a great title run, and I'm sure he'll stick around in the main event. He'll probably feud with James Storm at some point in the near future, I would think, but I'm sure we'll see him as champion again, because he is championship material. He is a main event player. He's proved that over the last, the best part of the year, really. So, yeah, great stuff. And obviously a word for Austin Aries, who's one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's been a fact for many years. Great psychology, and a great moment. Probably the best moment in the last few years that I can remember in TNA. Absolutely fantastic moment. The crowd popped, exploded for Aries winning, and it was a match that could have gone either way. I haven't been this invested in a match for a long time. Actually, I had no idea who was going to win this match. I didn't know whether they were going to carry on the feud and have another match at the next pay-per-view, but they decided to put the belt on Aries straight away, which I'm absolutely fine with. Roode is now has become the longest reigning champion in history, so he's got that record on his slate, and yeah, why not make a change now when Austin Aries is so hot? Because he is the most over guy in the company, and yeah, bright times ahead, in my opinion. So let's just see where they go with it. But like I say, thank you for a great show, TNA, and just keep up this level of aggression and intensity with your pay-per-views, and you can't go far wrong. Because as an alternative to WWE, that was about as refreshing as it gets, to be honest. That was like a throwback, and that's the biggest compliment I think you can give. So, again, a great show. If you've not seen it, if you're a TNA hater, just go and watch the show. Go and watch it and tell me that WWE have done anything better than this year, because, in my opinion, they haven't. Maybe WrestleMania, but, it's WrestleMania. So yeah, great show. Go watch it. See you later.